On his first day at the resort, Charlie slipped out of his room at 5 in the morning and found Brianna waiting in the kitchen.
Oh, you're here. I almost thought you wouldn't come.
I almost thought that too. I don't know why I agreed to the early morning skiing lesson.
Because you're a good person and you like me?
I'm just saving Maddie some embarrassment, because you'll definitely make a fool of yourself without my help.
Couldn't agree more.
They headed out to one of the smaller slopes, and she explained skiing techniques to him. I think you're ready. Well, as ready as you'll ever be.
If I die, please break the news gently to Grandma.
You play football against Elijah. You'll survive this too. Now don't be a wuss. Time to go! Brianna whizzed down the slope, and the cold wind in her face made her feel alive. She turned around to look at Charlie, who looked like a baby goat learning to walk. Charlie, just loosen up! Come on, I'm racing you down to the end! Charlie took deep breath and relaxed. He was gaining momentum and actually starting to enjoy it. Brianna was flying ahead effortlessly, but he was catching up. But then suddenly, he was going too fast.
Thomas knew he had to slow down now.
He tried to slow down, but he just couldn't.
Fizzling fireboxes, what can I do?
Bubbling boilers! I can't stop! Look out, Emily! Oh no!
Thomas bumped straight into Emily, and they all came off the tracks. Luckily, no one was hurt. Cinders and ashes, Thomas cried. Thomas was stuck. Emily...
Are you alive? Is your neck broken? Please don't die. Say something.
Oh, can you shut up for just 1 second?
Yes, of course. Oh, I thought I'd killed you.
Charlie pulled her into a bear hug.
You're really okay?
Yeah, I just got the wind knocked out of me.
Imagine the headlines if something had happened to you. Stupid, worthless nobody injures beautiful teen goddess.
You think I'm beautiful?
Well, duh. That's not even an opinion. It's just a scientific fact. The sun rises in the east, water boils at 100 degrees, Rihanna's beautiful. You got some snow on your face.
Thomas's driver telephoned for help.
And soon Harvey arrived with Rocky to rescue Thomas and Emily.
Creaking cranes! How did you get into this mess? He boomed.
I couldn't slow down and crashed straight into Emily.
Moaned Thomas.
I'll have you back on the tracks in no time.
And soon Rocky and Harvey lifted Thomas and Emily back onto the tracks.
Thank you, Rocky.
Thank you, replied Emily.
Happy to help.
And soon the two engines went back to Olstead Castle.
As they started making their way back, Brianna felt her heart racing. Oh, shake it off, Brianna. You cannot be attracted to your best friend's fake boyfriend. After an exhausting day of skiing, Charlie wanted to crash, but he had to dress up for a fancy dinner instead. The seats next to Maddie were taken, so he quickly took one next to Brianna.
Please tell me, why are there 6 forks in front of me, and which one can I use to stab myself in the eye?
Oh, definitely the meat fork for a quick death. Madison watched the two laughing, and she didn't like it.
I don't want her getting more attention than me, even if it's from stupid Charlie. Hey, Charlie, could you sit next to Amber, please? Her parents couldn't come, and she, broke up with her boyfriend. She could use some cheering up.
Charlie nodded reluctantly and took the seat next to Amber.
So, Amber, you want to talk about your breakup?
Okay, sure. Why not? It happened 3 years ago, and his name was Leo.
And that's what you're sad about today?
That's a bit offensive. I'm not sad. Do I look sad to you?
Charlie was relieved as they were served their first fish course, but Amber was staring down at her plate in tears.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
What are you talking about?
You will be missed, Nemo. Right, Charlie? Tell him he'll be missed.
You're being ridiculous. You know that's just a movie, right?
Excuse me.
It's not real.
Tell him he'll be missed, or I will break you.
Fine, whatever. You silly red tank engine.
You will be missed, Nemo.
Just then, Brianna's mom, who was sitting opposite him, spoke.
So, Charlie, where were you studying before?
Well, I was in public school in another town. I got a scholarship here, so I moved with my grandma, who raised me.
And what does your grandma do?
She's an amazing healer. She cures people with herbal medicines and different techniques.
So she's not a real doctor?
No, not in the typical sense.
And this healer thing, it makes her enough money?
Mom, stop.
It's okay. Yeah, she earns enough. And I work at the cinema, and I also DJ on the weekends. We manage to take care of each other.
There was an uncomfortable silence, and Charlie felt his face turning hot. Then, Maddie's mom spoke with her country accent. That's sweet, honey. You seem like a brat kid, and I'm sure you'll go places one day. It's funny how life turns around. I mean, look at me. I was raising little Maddie as a single teenage mom in a trailer park with nothing. And then, boom, one day I won the frickin' lottery, and we were rich. Soon after, I met my husband, and life's amazing now. Let's raise a toast. Our blessing. Brianna looked over at Madison, who looked like she was gonna crush her glass. She always felt ashamed of her past and that she wasn't born rich like everyone else. Just then, Amber said she wasn't feeling well
and wanted to go back to her room, but
Then there was trouble.
and as she was leaving, she tripped over the carpet and fell down.
Oh no, cried Rosie.
Amber, are you okay? Did you hit your head?
No, didn't. But it hurts so bad lately. And even my eyes. Like, sometimes I wake up and it takes me like 2 seconds to see the light. And I swear the lights are on. You know,
I'm a scary little agent.
right? I don't sleep in the dark.
soon Daisy was coupled up to Rosie, and slowly she began to pull her back on the rails.
Thank you for helping me, Daisy.
Okay, I'm gonna take her to her room to rest.
So Daisy escorted Rosie back to her room, and soon Rosie was fast asleep and getting a lot of rest.
When Madison returned later to the main hall, she suddenly overheard Brianna's mom and another woman talking.
That woman sure loves to tell her trailer park story. She's been rich for years now, but she still sounds so trashy.
Money can't buy class. And now look at Madison's choice of boyfriend. I mean, he's sweet, but no amount of designer clothes can hide where you really come from.
Madison's ear burned as she stormed off and ran straight into Charlie in the hallway.
Hey, I was looking for you. How's Amber?
Why did you say all that nonsense at dinner?
What?
Oh, I'm on scholarship, and I work at the cinema, and my granny does voodoo.
It's not voodoo. And why would I hide all that? It doesn't embarrass me. And even your mom was poor, and she's not ashamed of it.
Well, she should be. I don't know why she keeps telling that story so proudly. No one respects her for it, and I don't want to be reminded of the cheap start of my life. She said all that stuff because of you.
I've been trying to please you all day, Maddie, but I'm really tired now. I hate skiing, these clothes are pretentious, and I don't like talking about my grandma like that.
Charlie stormed off to his room, packed his thing, and called a cab.